messages pop up.
Let's get it rocking. Yeah, the messages will be in the same spot.
I think we're good. Are we live?
Let's see.
I see it's green.
Boom. We got those things in there. Nice. It's gonna be awesome.
What's up, guys?
What is going on, guys? Let us know if you can hear us. Should be a nice full screen now. We got the messages up in the top right corner, top left corner, whatever it is. And we made some improvements to our live stream setup. So hopefully everything goes well today. World Cup, yeah, we got it on right now. Actually, we were watching the England versus Colombia game. So, yep, there we go.
Nice.
And I think I'm pulling for France right now. I just like the squad. I like Mbappe and Pogba, Griezmann. They got a good setup, so I think they might pull through. But we'll see. There's been a ton of upsets. Yeah,
I don't watch any soccer. I don't know anybody, but I'm rooting for Italy, but I think they're out of it. So I guess I'm not rooting for anyone anymore.
So if you guys are new to the live stream, just start dropping some questions that you guys might have down in the chat box, and we'll start ripping through them and having a good old time. Hopefully everyone's having a good Tuesday.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't checked out the last video that we posted, it's at Atlanta Athletic Club, and it is spectacular. Marco did an excellent job with the editing, and it turned out perfect. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. It's one of our best vids so far.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
The beauty of that golf course will be amazing. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, we do have a Golfholics golf tournament on July 16th at Santa Luz. Yep. You can click in the link in the description below, golfholics.com, whatever. Sign up, join us. It'll be at around 12 o'clock. We're going to do lunch and dinner. It's going to be awesome.
So we got one question in here. Brandon's asking favorite par 3 in the world that you've ever played.
That's a good question. Let me think about it.
I'll say for me it was probably Olympic Club. I really like their little par 3 course over there, right on the ocean. I mean, you know, the course they say is on the ocean, but the par 3 is even closer. You're like on the cliff. And we had a great time out there. It was so windy. Remember how freaking windy it was?
We carried the cameras. We were getting slapped with the wind.
Oh, dude.
We were just having the best time, and we were exhausted because we played, I think, like 36, 18, 18,
yeah.
And then the par 3 course. And you know what you guys don't realize that at Olympic, it was like cart path only, so we were running literally to every golf shot and back and forth. So we were exhausted by the end of the day, and we had to suck it up and carry those cameras and give you guys that par 3 course. So if you haven't checked that one out, take a look.
How was the Georgia trip?
Oh gosh, you know, to be honest, it was one of the best trips we've ever been on. Obviously, my brother's 40th to Pebble was probably #1. This is definitely a close second. You know, we played Atlanta Athletic Club, both courses. We did East Lake, and then we did Capital City. Crabapple, which was a pretty amazing course too. You guys are gonna love that one. So yeah, those were 4 great courses that we were able to play, and I loved it. You know, minus the heat and the humidity and the bugs, and then the traffic, it was fantastic.
The bugs weren't that bad.
You're
this
right.
Guy had like 14 wristbands on that his girlfriend got for him, so he kept the bugs at bay for like a mile radius from around
protecting
us.
Everybody.
So it was great. I didn't even have to put any spray on it. But yeah, I mean, Atlanta was fun, man. It's a good city, good hospitality too. I think was good, especially at Crabapple. Like, everyone was super cool out there. We asked one of the guys out there if we could take the drone up, and he was like, "Go ask the pro," but he's like, "I'm sure it's not a problem." So we were able to get the drone in the air out there, and wait till you guys see some of the drone shots from that place. It's a lot different than probably what you guys have seen on the channel with all the SoCal courses. So it'll be a good one.
Just saying hi from Hawaii, come roll through. Yeah, we're gonna be coming to Maui in like 3 weeks.
Yep.
So if you're out at Kapalua or in that area, hit us up, and maybe we can say what's up.
When are we going to Callaway to do the fitting? Do you have an update on that?
No, still waiting on AJ. He's checking on the dates that are available. So as soon as they are, he'll let us know, and then we'll make a trip out there. So hopefully, you know, it'll be sooner than later because I'm ready for a new driver. That is for sure. Duncan, what's up, dude? When are we coming back to Virginia? I don't know, man. Hopefully you're going to be coming to the Golfholics Invitational, and we can hang out and catch up. Love to play another round with you or hit some shots. And if you're going to stick around, we're going to play out at Rancho Bernardo Inn the day after. So anyone that's interested that came or flew out to see us, I've already got 3 tee times. Let me know if there's any more people. I can make a 4th. Just let me know.
Ever been to Denmark? Have not been to Denmark. Have you?
Nope.
Maybe one day. Hopefully we're going to be able to get out to Europe in the next couple of years and play some golf out there. We definitely want to do that. Definitely want to get to the UK and meet some of you guys and play some golf from there, but all in due time. Whoa, did the big jump. David Tomsit. My brother's actually working on a David Tomsit logo for a new hat line that we're going to do. I think you guys are going to love it. It's he took from the 2001 PGA logo at Atlanta Athletic Club and totally modified it, threw David Tom's in there, and hopefully we don't get a cease and desist. But if we don't, the hat's coming and you guys are going to love it.
Have you ever heard of the Grint? It's an app similar to the 18 Birdies. You should check it out. Great way to track stats and have your followers be able to follow your rounds. That's a good idea. Yeah. Check it out. What's in the bag? We're going to do that as soon as we get fitted with Callaway, and we'll go through all that when the time's right.
TP5 or Chrome Soft?
Chrome Soft for life. I played like 36 holes with the same golf ball and it seemed like it was brand new. So I highly recommend it. It feels great around the green, super soft. I'm playing the soccer ball. I know they want me to say Truvis, but I like saying soccer ball.
Yeah, I think people know immediately what you mean. And I've been playing the Chrome Soft also. AJ at Callaway hooked us up. He sent us a couple dozen, and yeah, Mike and I are going to be playing Chrome Softs moving forward. So definitely loving them.
How did we get into golf? For me, I grew up playing baseball. I made a switch when I was in high school as a freshman. I just made a switch to golf, and ever since then I've just been in love with the game, and I think Marco's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, I started in high school, just had a buddy that was, he was like, I'm going to try out for the golf team. And I was like, well, that sounds kind of fun. We could hang out together, go play some golf, and he kind of got me into it. Started practicing with him and his dad, and just you know, kept learning and improving. Had a really good coach in high school too. Actually, Mike reminds me a lot of the coach that I had. He was just kind of like old school, like nuts and bolts kind of guy. You know, just went for get the basics right, and I definitely appreciate that a lot more now than I did in high school. So yeah,
that's cool. I had a terrible golf coach when I was in high school. Gave me nothing but bad advice.
So Mario just made a $5 donation. Thank you for that. And his question is, or his suggestion, maybe find a night golf course. Do a video there. He's still waiting for the 4K 60 frames. Actually, Mario, you have inspired me to pivot over to 4K 60 frames. So all the new videos that we shoot are going to be 4K 60 frames per second. I got another memory card, which if you know anything about 4K and cameras, really it's not the camera's capability of being able to shoot 4K, it comes to a storage issue. So when we're out there filming for like 2 or 3 hours of footage, we usually have about 2 to 3 hours of footage. The two 128 megabyte cards that I have in there will get us about 2 hours of footage in 4K. In 1080, it was double that, right? So it was no problem. So they don't make larger cards. Even the 128 megabyte cards are pretty expensive because the read and write speed needs to be super fast for 4K. So anyways, don't want to go too far down the road, but it's coming. So next few videos are going to be filmed in 4K.
Beasky's in the house. What's up? He says he's getting his salad cut. And your live feed popped up. Nice. Good stuff. Have we reached out to David Toms to do a vlog? No, we haven't. We probably should, and we're hoping that he finds out about us, and then we show up with the David Toms shirt. We don't look too crazy.
So someone reached out to us. I actually forgot to tell you about this, but yesterday on Twitter, someone reached out and said, "Hey, I work for David Toms Designs, and love what you guys are doing." And I just responded back and said, "Thank you. If you're ever able to send our info his way or give us his info or put us in touch, I'd really appreciate it." He said he hasn't seen him for a while, but we'll definitely help us out however they can.
So David Toms, if you're out there, let us know. We'd love to do a vlog.
Yeah, we also need to get a signature from David Toms saying that it's okay to use his name in the merchandise. So just logistics. Longest drive for both of us. Let's just say for this year, not ever.
390.
Dang, this year?
No, not this year. Like
okay.
Back when I was in my 20s.
Yeah. I think this year, I think Mike and I both popped one down there, 340, 345. You know, Santa Luz on the first tee, if you get a little bit downwind with hard fairways, dude, that thing will roll.
You hit the speed slot.
Hit the speed slot, dude.
You guys love hearing that.
Engaged.
Engaged. Great Atlanta video. You hit a lot of trees. Yeah, I hit so many trees. I think the first hole I hit 2, second hole I hit 1 or 2, and it just kind of spiraled downhill. But I grinded out that round. I was playing terrible all day, but I had a couple good up and downs and kind of got a little momentum back. But it was definitely a tough day for me on the golf course, but I enjoyed it more than most. How we doing?
We're doing good. I'm just making it. Oh, never mind. That's not going to work. Just trying to modify the settings. So Chris said he's a 5 handicap, but my anti-handicap really comes in when I play with new people. I play the best when I'm alone. How do you quiet the voices in your head? I think it just comes from experience and playing with more people. You know, as much as it, you know, the bad qualities might come out, I think you just need to realize that and do it some more. Get in that uncomfortable situation and, you know, just breathe, do the basics, slow everything down. Sometimes, for me, I have a tendency when I get nervous to start playing fast or just rushing things. And we kind of do it with filming too. Sometimes we just catch ourselves rushing. So it's kind of the same principle. Just get out there, put yourself in that position and slow it down and bring it back to the basics.
Yeah, and like Marco said, you know, some of the most important things that you can do is breathing and slowing down, like you mentioned. And, you know, right before your routine, go through it, take a deep breath, get set up, and then just hit the golf ball, and your mind will be kind of turned to automatic versus, you know, thinking about whether, you know, that person's watching or, you know, talking about your game or whatnot. But yeah, just breathe.
Have you ever considered going to Shreveport, LA and playing with David Toms? Have not, but no. We'd love to. Is that where he lives, or?
Somebody pinged David Toms. He's not on Instagram. He's
old school, dude. He's like you.
I know. Well, if it wasn't for you, I'd still be off of it too. But yeah, somebody pinged David Toms, and let's do this.
Justin said my handicap was a 7 to start the year, but I'm shooting around 2 to 5 over consistently this year. My best round is 2 under. Any tips on how to get down to a scratch? I practice consistently.
Chipping and putting, just like we always mention in all of our vids. So just comes down to that, and just, you know, getting comfortable around the greens, being able to have confidence when you do miss a green to get up and down, and, you know, I think that's, you know, chipping and putting.
Yep. I have a vapor driver and hate it. What would you guys recommend for $250 or less?
I'd probably get go to CallawayPreowned.com, and I think you'd be able to find something right around that price range.
Yeah, and if you have a local driving range where they have some, you know, some used clubs, just go there and usually they'll just let you go out in their range and try them out. So just go out there and hit some. And really some of the basic things that you want to figure out is like, what shaft do you need? Is it a stiff? Is it a regular? You know, what swing speed are you? And if you don't have that information, go to like a PGA Superstore. They literally have a setup with a TrackMan, not a TrackMan, but it'll track your swing speed and everything, and they don't charge anything for this. You can go there and just demo stuff and just figure out your swing speed. And then from there, at least you'll know that you have the right shafts in your clubs. And then when you're demoing stuff, it'll make the whole process hopefully a little bit better.
Garrett said, go to Pinehurst, just had a tournament and it's incredible. Yeah, lucky you. Pinehurst is a great golf course, and eventually we will make a trip out there.
Clay said, Marco, when you started Golfholics, how did you gather contacts for clients? So we don't really have clients per se. Our business is, we basically sell traffic to places like Google and other ad networks. But when I did get into the business, a lot of my network of friends that I have known for years that have started their own companies, they were really my biggest resource. So even from simple things of like, how do you handle bookkeeping and like who to use for legal services and this and that, like I always went to those guys first. So I think building a network around yourself before you start a business is really important. So, and that can come from a lot of ways. Some people just don't have, they're just not around people that are entrepreneurs. But if you work at a company and you just kind of talk to the people that you work with at present employer, find the guys that are doing something on the side. Find the guys doing the side hustle and network with those guys and become friends with those guys. And then as those people kind of continue on in their career and do bigger things, hopefully, you can learn a lot from them, and they'll learn hopefully a lot from you. And there's also a lot of networking events and trade shows and things like that that you can go to meet those types of people. So I think it's just a matter of putting yourself out there and kind of, you know, finding another way to you know, make new connections.
What's your guys' opinion on having a caddy? Do you trust their reads, or do you like to go off your own judgment?
That's a good
you know,
question.
I think it's a hit or miss.
Yeah.
I'm going to say like 90% of caddies can't read a green, but you know, I think some local knowledge is important with caddies, and they can kind of give you, you know, how things slope from what, you know, what part of, you know, the course to which side. And then, you know, but I do trust, you know, our own reads a little bit more than the average.
Yeah, I think it just comes down to trust. And when you meet someone for the first time and they're all of a sudden telling you what to do, and it's kind of hard just because we're kind of used to doing our own thing out there. But at least for me, when I've played with caddies and they've kind of gave me a read on a few putts, and if I hit it on that line and it was close or it went in, I trusted them, right? I just started trusting them for the ones moving forward. If they gave me the wrong read, or I saw something else but I went with what they said, you know, then pretty much after that I'm like, I'm gonna read my own putts. So you're fired.
Step into my office. Played Harding Park yesterday for my birthday. Happy birthday. Have you guys ever played that track across the lake from Olympic Club? No, but we did see it. And it does look like a pretty sweet golf course. Next time we head up to San Fran, we'd probably play that course.
I scored tickets for Friday at the Masters. Nice work, Chris. Any tips for the trip? We've never been, so I mean, yeah, have fun.
Go play some golf beforehand, though. Go play some of the tracks if you're able to. If you're a member at a country club, go play Atlanta Athletic Club. Highly recommend it. It's a great course.
Is the hat logo Big Cat? No, the newest hat design you guys are going to see with the hats is going to be one like this that says Golfholics on it. I put it up on social media, on Twitter and on Instagram, so you guys got a sneak peek. It's going to be slightly modified based on the feedback I got. It's going to be a little bit bigger, but that will be like the next hat we get. And then the one my brother's working on is David Tom's it. The design is sick. I mean, it's going to be, I think, the coolest one that we've done. So.
Tamara said, hi, I'm 16 and play with my school golf team. I've been striking the ball well, but I've had trouble with half wedges from within 100 yards. How can I work on that? You know, I would just pick out your favorite wedge. Probably, you know, for me, it's my 60 degree, and I go from, you know, 100 yards to 80 yards to 60 yards to 40 yards to 20 yards. Feel that swing plane, see how far you take it back, get comfortable with it, and just hit as many shots as you can, and your feel will take over from that distance once you get comfortable with it, and just work on it.
Yeah, don't overanalyze it. Sometimes with those close shots, it's all about feel, like Mike said. So don't think too much about, you know, your swing plane or doing too much. Just get your setup right. And I think the biggest thing for me with those shots has always been the follow through. You know, sometimes you decel on those types of shots, and it can go all over the place. You could chunk it, blade it. So just feeling that plane and nipping that ball, nothing better.
Somebody donated $2 and said, we want Pebble Beach again. Yeah, you know what, we do too. So I think eventually we will make another trip out to Pebble and you know, make it really special for you guys.
England just scored.
Ooh,
1-0. Kane went right down the middle. Woo, bold move. That was good. Where are we at here?
Right there.
Let's go.
Yeah,
a little bit up, just a little. Does Mike actually coach golf?
Yes, I coach the boys and girls at Del Norte High School. Been doing it for 9 years. This will be my 10th year. We've got 8 league titles, and we finished 5th overall in Division I for the boys last year. So yeah.
Tyler said, I got fitted yesterday for full bag fitting, hit a 7-iron about 20 times, and he said off that he can fit me into a driver, 3-wood wedge, and everything else. Should I get a second opinion?
Yes, because first of all, you need to get fitted for every club. You don't just hit one club. This guy got fitted by PXG, guy that was just maybe one of the worst fittings I've ever seen in my life. And I'm old school, you know, I grew up fitting when I was like 18, 19, 20 years old. I worked for a golf manufacturing company called Zevo, and they were the first, you know, company to ever come up with the interface technology with the club face, the lie angle, and the loft. So for me, I did learn a lot, and I'm old school, and I do like the lie bore with some tape and checking out where that is, and then figuring out what your swing speed is. If you're 100+ miles an hour with your driver, you're probably going to be a stiff. Obviously, if you hit the ball lower, you're going to want a different trajectory shaft. There's a lot of things that go into play, so you probably want to get refitted with somebody that knows what they're doing.
Yeah, and hitting a driver versus hitting an iron it's a lot different. I mean, the position of the ball, the way it comes out, you can have different tendencies with the driver, 3-wood, you know, hybrid down to a wedge, you know. So I think that's baloney. Like Mike said, get another fitting, fire that guy. Yeah. Let's do it right.
Yeah, you need to get that lie angle, which is the most important, and then you can get the shaft strength after that, and then it's pretty much fitted.
I'm from Georgia. Were you guys shocked by the heat and humidity?
You know what, the weather was, you know, hot, but it wasn't like scorching hot where we couldn't physically. But I remember drinking like 200 ounces of water and not going to the bathroom once. So,
yeah.
You know, I don't think our body, I think after a few days we would probably adjust to it, but it definitely hit us a little bit in the beginning.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I mean, it was, the heat wasn't too bad. I mean, it was hot, but the humidity and like just kind of sweating and everything out was really the biggest adjustment. Yeah, I mean, I felt like I lost some weight out there.
It felt like nice. I was in a sauna all day.
But yeah, I think carrying the one day that we were filming, that was like exhausting, but then we went and played East Lake the next day. We had a caddy carry the bag, and we walked it, and that wasn't bad at all. That was like a really nice day. There was a little bit of wind, so I think when you're working in the heat, it's a whole different story.
Says my baseball team gets mad at me because I like to play golf. I do the same week we have a baseball tournament. You know, I'm a baseball player. I can appreciate that. But during a baseball tournament, I wouldn't recommend playing golf just because your swing plane is going to be completely different. So maybe stay away that week. Oh, Debs is in the house. What's up, Debs? It's my girl.
Nice.
I think that's the first time she's been in the live feed. She says, we're not really famous until we sign someone's boobs. So,
is that what she said?
Yeah. So I guess that's the next step.
Oh, man. I just bought a David Thompson shirt before the season is this letter. Smart man.
Garrett said, can we do a vid with Xander Schauffele? Yeah, we'd love to do one with Xander. Yeah. He actually plays at one of the old country clubs that I used to play out at Bernardo Heights. We did one of our vids out there, one of our first ones with Claire in Texas. So yeah, if you guys know Xander, or if you have any contacts with him, we'd love to play with him. Reach out, let him know. And then he goes to the same trainer that I end up going to too. So we do have a couple mutual friends and love to play with them.
Chris said, what's your average ball speed? I don't really know my ball speed, but club head speed with the driver is around 106 miles an hour. So I don't know what that equates to for ball speed.
Get old Ricky Shields on a vlog. Yeah, for sure. Rick's a homie. We'd love to play with him. Next time he's in town, we're definitely gonna, get out and play with him.
Most improved shot so far this year. I'm gonna say my putter. Even though most of the videos you guys probably saw, I didn't make a ton of putts. It's still, I feel like my putting has improved thanks to Odyssey. I mean, I love that the new putter. So
yeah, I'm gonna agree with Marco. My putting is actually, I know you guys probably don't, or can't tell, but it's actually improved. I'm striking it better. I'm having less 3 putts. I might not be making as many putts, but I'm making those 4 or 5 footers more than normal. Any chance you guys could do a US Open qualifying? Right now with our jobs and work and the channel and me coaching and his business, it's gonna be tough for us to kind of work on our games and try and qualify, but maybe next year or the year after.
David Adams said, your last video was epic. I never post on these, but can't help myself when I watch your videos. Really appreciate that, David. We put a lot of time and effort into these videos, and I think when we play iconic courses, just like the last one, I almost feel like we have to put that much effort into it just to pay respect to not only the golf course, but all the champions like David Toms that have won there. And really, I think that's what the channel is all about. You guys get to see some of these amazing courses, and I think the way we present the courses needs to be in a line to how we see them. So I really appreciate the good feedback, and we appreciate all the comments and the feedback that you guys give us on the videos too, because they've come a long way since the beginning. And if you guys have any suggestions for us on how to improve them kind of even further, we're totally open to it, so just drop it down below.
But no advice on our golf swings or golf game, okay? Let's just put that out there.
Yeah.
We don't need any of that.
Regarding the new hats embroidered the same way, I'm not sure if it was just the image, but the new ones don't seem, they don't look as quality as the old ones. Clay, that's a good question. The last ones were being embroidered by Adidas. These ones are coming directly from FlexFit. So I think with the image being a little bit larger and the second version, the one that you haven't seen yet, are going to be a little bit better. But we're going to quality control it and make sure they're still solid, and we'll make changes as needed. But yeah, they should be good. It's coming directly from FlexFit.
Garrett said, do a video in your backyard chipping area. Yeah, we just went out there. It's really coming along right now, and wait till you guys see this putting green. It's gonna be amazing. We're gonna have to do some live feeds out there on Instagram and so forth, maybe even on YouTube.
It's gonna be wired. I had them run a Cat 5 out there, so we're gonna be able to live stream directly from the backyard. Why not? You know, it's SoCal, we're paying for the weather.
Kush Strain said, can I get a 2-for-1 Golfholics tourney? I live in San Diego and will wash your car. Sorry, man. You know, unfortunately, I think we're getting charged like $210 a person, so
yeah,
we're not making much, or if anything, with all of our gifts that we're going to be giving away and awards and trophies. So yeah, just go ahead and sign up and come check us out. It's going to be worth it. The course normally is like $125, $135, and we're going to include lunch and dinner. So yep, it's going to be a fun time, and it'll be a good chance to get out there with us.
And my wife Ashley's putting together a goodie bag for when it comes to it, and it's actually going to be a bag that you can put your shoes in. Ooh. So it's going to be a nice cloth bag with the Golfholics logo on there, and we're throwing some stuff in there. So she's big thanks to my wife Ash for setting that up. She's getting that screen printed and everything. So it'll be just another one of the things that we're going to be giving away at the tourney that you're not going to really be able to get anywhere else.
How much money was spent on gear during the Atlanta trip? I think we spent more on the Pebble trip than it was the Georgia. Georgia didn't seem like they had the kind of stuff that we wanted, you know, which was unfortunate. They had a lot of Bobby Jones. They had a lot of like other brands. They didn't have Under Armour. They didn't have Adidas. So we didn't end up purchasing as much as we normally would have.
Yeah, we bought some hats. I bought like a wine bottle opener and some shirts here and there, and that was pretty much it. It really wasn't. Justin got a cool belt, I think, on the trip, which was awesome. They have some really good like alligator, crocodile, you know, stuff down there, and so yeah, very unique stuff in some of the shops too.
I had some pretty cool ball markers that we picked up that are pretty sweet, but yeah, we didn't spend a lot this time.
And speaking of ball markers, we got new ones, copper metal ones coming middle of this month from Seamus Golf. You guys are going to love these things. Can't wait to show it to you. Who's the person on the logo of the hat, Coach or Big Cat? It's a good question. My brother did the logo. I don't know where he got that from, but yeah, I should ask him. I think it's a lefty though. Someone pointed that out.
Well, looks like Larry just joined and he said, what did he miss? Just a quick reminder, we are having our Golfholics golf tournament July 16th. You can sign up in the link in the description below. It's going to be awesome. We're going to get out there and play and hit some shots with you guys. We're going to bounce around in the groups. We're going to have a nice dinner afterwards, some awards. So sign up, check us out, and come and play with us.
We were thinking of a new kind of segment for the channel, and it might be a little bit early to talk about this, but figure I'd throw it out there and see what you guys think. But Mike and I were thinking about maybe having a section of the channel where we do course vlogs with, you know, up and coming golfers, people in college, you know, that are trying to go pro, or even younger that are, you know, in the juniors but are, you know, progressing. And maybe they wouldn't necessarily play with us every time, but we can get another kind of post person involved, whether it's Paris or someone else that wants to that join the team, if you will. But we think it's another way that we can kind of grow the game of golf, still do it through the channel in a way that's fun and organic and kind of the same format, but make it a little bit less about the golf course and playing some super fancy club and more about the people behind it. I think it'll be a fun way to just kind of like get more people involved with the channel and make it a little bit more personable. But love to hear your guys' feedback on that.
Yeah, like Marco mentioned, we love working with the younger generation, and that's really what our channel is all about. So if you guys would like to see that and want to see us promote some of the younger kids in college and maybe even younger, or aspiring pros, let us know, and we'll push for that.
Yeah, we'll set up probably a page on the website where you guys can go, or you can just use the contact form now. But if you're kind of in that boat, we can, obviously being in Southern California is helpful. It's easy for us to make it happen. But
Charles is in the house. What's up, guys? Sorry for the late side. It's all good. Charles, we know you're busy.
Hat saying positive, positive, positive. Oh, Bob. That's so good. Oh, might be coming to a hat soon.
I know, that could be great. Just like 3 in a row.
Or we'll put it on the back of the hat, Yeah. You turn around, I just see it. Freaking start laughing.
Yeah, and then Marco and I were also kind of rummaging around kind of a clothing design, for you guys. What do you guys think about that? We're thinking to start off slow with maybe just some polos, and then kind of move on from there. So if you guys would like to see that and want to purchase some of our shirts, let us know, and we'll make it happen. Yeah,
and if anyone has experience in the apparel business out there that's listening, that can maybe guide us in the right direction. We want to do it properly, especially starting with like the legalities of trademarks and all this. We want to make sure that's in order. So we're already talking to an attorney or to a lawyer about getting everything set up, but always down to just talk to someone and pick their brain. And so yeah, if you guys have any contacts in that world, please let us know.
What up, guys, from Bandon Dunes here on the coast. Definitely recommend a caddy out here unless I'm with y'all. Nick, we are coming out in July next year.
Yes.
I've already spoke with, I think it's the director of marketing out there. And so it looks like we're gonna probably do it late July. So stay tuned, keep in touch, and let's try and get out to the Punch Bowl, and maybe we can bet a couple bucks.
Empath said, how do you do your videos? We just go out there and we film them, and then we edit it in Final Cut and throw it up on YouTube. That's it, that's the basics.
Come out to Valencia Country Club and play. Private Club used to host the Senior PGA Tour, and Tiger plays there. I don't know which Valencia is it.
Valencia, California. It's probably about three and a half hour drive from us, I think. Yeah. Do a shopping spree at PGA Superstore. that'd be kind of funny. Imagine rolling around in a big golf cart. Remember back in the day, those shopping spree shows, they try to put as much stuff in there
in like 5 minutes or something.
Yeah, but we'll just run through there and then just leave at the end.
Okay.
Not buy it.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. That's a terrible idea.
Have we ever played Top Golf?
Yeah.
We went out to Atlanta and we played out there. We did it one other time out in Vegas. So yeah, Top Golf is fun.
Yeah. Mike and I played against B and Justin.
Took him down. Twice.
Mm. Have you ever been Whistling Straits? I just got a gift for a stay night in the summer. It's awesome. Yeah, I've never been. Hoping to make it out in that direction. We need to go to Wisconsin and play Erin Hill, Whistling Straits, hit all those courses.
Somebody donated, but I missed it.
Let's see. It would show up down here. Bob just finished the front nine at the Plantation course. Just thought I would rub it in off to the back nine.
Nice, Bob. Thank you again for hooking us up with the condo. I appreciate it. Saving me some money, so thank you.
So I'm gonna just jump down to the bottom of the comments just so we can kind of catch up. Someone said Pelican this week. Pelican video is gonna be, it's gonna be in a couple weeks because we still have to finish the Atlanta series, which is Atlanta Athletic Club. And then after that, we got Crabapple. So you guys got 5 more videos from Atlanta coming, and then it's gonna be Pelican. So it's coming.
Tatum, Texas is in the house. She says pair her up with Claire or Paris. Paris is gonna be out at the tournament, but she's not gonna be playing. She's gonna be doing some work for us. But you can still meet her, you can still play or hit a shot with her. And,
yeah, Texas, you should come to the tournament too.
Yeah, sign up. Yeah. Link in the description.
Yep, come on out. Brian said, I'm a lefty, I need that lefty giveaway. If you guys haven't seen left-handed giveaway for all my boys out there. And big thanks to Mark at the Club Fix. He's the one that gave me that M4 hybrid, and I just didn't really like it. I like the hybrid that I have, but it's pretty much brand new. I hit it a few times, so that giveaway, if you guys haven't seen it, last video from Atlanta, and links down there. Not a lot of entries in it, so the odds are good right now for everyone.
Martin asks, is there any plans to bring back the 4K vid? Yeah, Marco just mentioned it earlier on.
It's coming, baby.
It's coming. It's coming back.
4K, 60 frames per second. You guys are gonna love it. It's gonna be good. And I got a new iMac Pro, guys. It's gonna be here in 2 days. I'm not gonna really do any kind of unboxing or any behind the scenes, but just in terms of editing, it's gonna solve all my problems for 4K editing. So it's gonna be humming.
Nick said you guys go over and above on the videos and the giveaways. Question, when you guys get out here to Bandon, make the wind stop. Nick, thanks. Yeah, you know, we appreciate all the feedback that we've been getting, and we try and give back as much as possible, and we'll continue to do so. And yeah, I don't think we'll be able to make the wind stop out at Bandon, but we're gonna play right through it.
That's right. We'll bring the Golfholics playlist, you know?
Yeah.
Just keep some positive vibes going while we're getting the beat down.
J Mill said, still use the Chrome Soft? Yes, we are Chrome Soft for life. I'm going to be playing that soccer ball, Truvis, hopefully forever. What's your advice on hitting the driver straight? If you're having struggles with it, you know, just choke up an inch on the grip and try and control your swing a little bit, maybe 2 or 3 miles an hour less than what you normally swing.
I've only been playing around 2 months. What's the first thing I should focus on? Roberto's asking. Roberto, you should always start from the putting green and work your way back to the driver. So start on just getting, you know, eliminating 3 putts or 4 putts on the green. That's going to be the fastest way to reduce your score. I mean, if you play around and you have, you know, 5, 6, 7 3 putts, I mean, that's a lot of strokes that you're just giving up on the green. So work on that, work on the chipping and putting, and then kind of work your way back through the bag, starting with your, you know, pitching wedge, 9-iron, and going back up to the driver. The driver is the hardest club in the bag to hit, so save that one for last. And yeah, just keep at it, stay positive. And I think the biggest thing is just going out there and having someone to play golf with. So find some buddies that are interested, and if you guys go out there and have fun, you're going to just naturally improve. And any opportunity that you have to play with better players, that helps also. I played with Mike, you know, in the beginning, not a ton, and I saw how good he was, and just started picking things up. So
yeah, have a buddy that you can gamble with too. It doesn't have to be monetary. It can be for push-ups or car washes or something that, you know, you just focus a little bit more on. And yeah. Someone asked if we've played or done a video at the RBN. That's my home track. We've done like 5 or 6. Go check them out in the past. There's a bunch of them.
John said, any chance of a video at the TaylorMade Kingdom or Titleist Performance Institute in Oceanside? We already did one at the Kingdom, John. So we got a video. Just do a search on our channel for Kingdom and it'll pop up. It wasn't a super in-depth video, but you will see some of the behind the scenes of the Kingdom and that whole experience. Kingdom now charges $550 for a fitting. $650, even if you're not buying anything. Before it was like, if you're gonna buy even one club, they were gonna waive the fee. So it's ridiculous. I'm not going to do it, and we're going all Callaway. So if you guys are looking for something to buy the Callaway stuff, please.
Yeah, go get signed up for that.
Yeah.
Forget Titleist.
Yeah, but a lot of people are asking about drivers, game improvement drivers. It's going to be kind of the same advice that we've been giving you guys, and get used stuff. Don't go buying brand new drivers. You know, they cost an arm and a leg. You know, $450 for a new driver. If you don't have that kind of money, then just go find a used one that's a couple years old. Like Mike and I are still playing, I think, the M2 from 2 years ago. Perfectly fine. It all comes down to the shaft. So when you're trying these clubs out, really pay attention to how it feels. You know, how the ball flight is. You know, is it ballooning on you? And try to demo some with different shafts, you know, same head, same loft and everything, and just try it with different shafts if you can and see what feels right. And, you know, from there, try to find a used one. Check out eBay, check out Craigslist, check out Facebook. There's a lot of places that you guys can find these clubs for less. So just kind of got to do a little bit of research.
And for the novices or the newbies out there for club fitting, you'll want to get your spin rate to about 2,200 on your driver. So if you can get to that number, that's the right shaft for you. Then from there, try and find the right head that works for you.
What course has had the best snacks at the turn? Ooh, that's a really good question. Olympic Club had the, what are they called? Something dogs? Not hot dogs.
Oh, the burger dog.
And that was pretty good. If you guys haven't seen the Olympic Club video, part 3, we literally do a whole segment at the end of it about the burger dog with the guy whose grandpa started it, I think, that worked in the shop. So you guys should check that video out. He let us go in there and film those things. I got all up in the grill, literally up in the grill with the camera.
This guy went in it was behind the scenes. He went right in there. It was awesome. He was so aggressive. I loved it.
Yeah, so that one just sticks out in my mind. I'm sure there's other places, but.
Chris Dottie said, when are you guys ready to come play in the IE from Chris Trucker? Yeah, there's a bunch of good courses up there. Throw us an invite, send us a DM, and see if we can make a trip up there.
Have you ever played Carmel Valley Ranch?
Carmel Mountain Ranch?
It's just Carmel Valley.
No, I've never played Carmel Valley.
I was thinking Carmel Mountain too.
You probably meant Carmel Mountain, maybe. Yeah, we play Carmel Mountain. It's in our backyard. Not a huge fan of that course. We won't be doing a vlog.
Mike and Marco versus Brian and Justin match.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be coming.
Yeah, we'll smash them.
Yeah, it'll be the same thing. I'm just kidding.
No. They're good players.
They are. Justin's improved a ton.
Yeah, Justin's been playing really well, and B-Ski's feeling it. When the weather's warm, the boys get so loosey.
Oh, dude.
You know.
What are our handicaps? He's a 1. I'm about a 2.5, 3. We'll go with 3. Would we consider coming to the UK? There's some great courses in the Southwest. Definitely would. I mean, I think it's just a timing thing. So we got to get it on the schedule, figure out the best time of year to come out there, and see what courses we can line up. And if we're going to be coming out there, if Finch or Rick are watching this, or if you guys watch their channel, just keep bugging them to do a collab with us. That's like the best way. But I think doing a collab with those guys would be awesome out there. Both good guys, and yeah, it could be a lot of fun.
John said, if you guys come out to Denver, I'd love to invite you to my club, the Pinery and Pradera. Yeah, we'd love to. Denver's got some great courses. Cherry Hills is a course that I'd love to play. So if you are close to that and you got contacts, let us know. We might make a trip.
What's Mike's club head speed with the driver?
106, 107. But it feels like it's slowing down as I'm getting older.
What were you shooting in the junior days around 13 years old?
I think I was about in the 90s. Nothing great. And then I learned a lot playing my first year in high school. Me and Justin were on the same team. We hated each other that first year, but everybody wanted to hit the ball the furthest, and Justin was a long hitter and so was I. So we were trying to see who had the bigger drives and whatnot. So but yeah, I was in my 90s. I was probably in the 90s.
I didn't play when I was 13. I started in like when I was, I think, 16 or so. So
I was a freshman when I was 13.
Yeah, I started my sophomore year, I think.
Okay.
So it's a little bit after you.
All right.
Joe said, do you have any advice for periods of struggle, focus / motivation tips? I think for me, I think it's just don't beat yourself up, man. I think we have a tendency, people that are overachievers, high achievers, whatever you want to call. We have a tendency to kind of be really hard on ourselves, and I think you just gotta like step back, keep things in perspective. If you're even have the opportunity to play golf professionally or even recreationally, it's still a blessing. We're still lucky to be in this situation, and I think just going out there and having fun and going back to the basics. And for me, it's always around the people that I'm doing it with. So if I'm around people that I'm really enjoying my time with out there, yeah, I could be anywhere. And you just try to remind yourself, look around, take a big, breath, and just kind of let it all out, and just put a smile on your face. It's all up here. It's all mental, so you have the opportunity to just instantly change your mood and how you feel about certain things just up here. It's literally a switch, so don't overthink it. Just go out there and be happy and enjoy life.
Yeah, like Marco mentioned, just being out on the golf course, just like Happy Gilmore, it's your happy place. So even if you are struggling, just have fun, don't take it too serious like most golfers do. Don't slam your clubs, don't get frustrated. Just, move past that last bad shot, try and grind it out, keep working towards, you guys have seen, we both hit really bad shots often, but our recovery is usually the next shot. We focus up a little more, work a little harder, try and get that extra par, or get that tough bogey that if you guys didn't watch Atlanta Athletic Club, I grinded those first couple holes out.
That par that you got, I mean, this guy.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hit a green. I was hitting trees left and right on every single hole, and then finally I made like a 25-footer, and I felt like I could exhale, but I wasn't going to give up, you know. And I think having that mentality to grind out some of those pars or tough holes, that says a lot about, you know, how you are on the golf course and even in life.
Yeah, I think at Atlanta Athletic Club, when you hit a couple of trees, man, there was a moment, it wasn't on camera, but you just looked at me and you were like dumbfounded. You were like, what the heck's going on? I mean,
I was in shock.
Yeah, you were totally in shock, and you still managed to bounce back. And you guys will see in the rest of the videos how Mike played. I'm not going to give it up, but you know, you put yourself right back in position, and man, it's a hard thing to do, but I think it's good to remind yourself that like you always have an opportunity to do better on the next shot.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't think I've hit that many trees in a row ever, maybe in my career, and I wasn't frustrated. I was like Marco said, I was more in shock than anything else. But I knew that if I gave myself a chance every single time, I'd possibly make a par or you know, grind out a bogey. I know I had to get up and down on one hole for a bogey, so that was a tough one. I was staring double right in the eye. I made that putt, and then on the next hole, I got up and down, you know, from nowhere, and made a par, a 20-footer to get to like 2 or 3 over, and then I just kind of grinded out the next few holes. And you know, I made plenty of mistakes that day. I didn't have my swing right. You know, I wasn't feeling like I normally felt, and I was definitely off that day. But you know, I just enjoyed the moment of being out there with these guys and playing golf and being on that trip with my brother and Justin. It was just, I don't know, I was just happy to be there.
Have you boys ever been announced on the first tee by a stranger or by a starter?
When I was in high school,
yeah.
They do that at CIF and regionals.
Do you generally always play from the tips? Yeah, Chris, we do. I mean, I don't know. We just we feel like we're good enough to play from the tips at most of these courses, and it's kind of fun. You know, we don't mind getting the beat down out there sometimes. And it's kind of humbling too, you know. Playing a course and making a bunch of birdies is cool, but I would always wonder if we were playing from like the blues or the whites. I would always wonder, well, what would it be? How much harder would it be?
It'd be 5-6 shots better, guys.
Right, yeah, that's the truth.
I mean, we could go out there and shoot 67 from the whites or the blues, no problem, you know. But I think you guys would probably get sick of that, you know. Yeah. I think you guys, you know, kind of, you know, like to see us struggle, because that's part of our channel is. We're not the greatest golfer. We're good golfers, but you know, we still mess up plenty. We still you know, make mistakes. You know, even the pros, they make mistakes. So you know, you're seeing it firsthand, and you know, we definitely show everything that we do out there.
All right, let's scroll up a little bit, see if we could find some comments in here. Any golf tuber collabs in the works? That's a good little name there, Golf Tuber. Someone should trademark that and start a YouTube channel, Golf Tuber. Nothing in the works right now. I think we haven't really been reaching out to too many people to do any kind of collabs. We've just been kind of doing our course vlogs. The channel's been growing for us really nicely. I mean, we're adding 150 subs, 200 subs a day, which is killer. But yeah, I think maybe towards the end of this year, if we go to the PGA show again, we can set something up with some of the guys. But yeah. What do you think of the Gen 2 PXG irons? Brian's asking. Brian, I haven't tried them. I've seen them. They don't look that much different to me, to be honest with you. But I'm honestly not going to touch PXG stuff. It's too expensive, and I just, you know, I feel like it's one of those things where you're going to spend a ton of money for clubs. It's not going to necessarily make you better. You're going to just have these cool clubs that everyone's going to ask questions about, and it's just kind of a status symbol. And yeah, I think I'm going to just stick with the Callaways. I really just want to get the black Callaways with a Golfholics stamp in there. I think it'd be cool to do a little custom stamping in those bad boys.
Bob said, I went to Golf Tech and the pros said he has never seen someone swing over the top as much as I do. So I got that going for me. All right, Bob, I got something so simple that'll fix you. You're gonna love it. And forget that pro, because whatever he's teaching is probably gonna be wrong. Just stick a little like glove underneath that right armpit if you're right-handed, and that'll help you stay inside a little bit more. That's all you need to do.
Oh my gosh. I have a 9 handicap and I want to try some blades, but everyone I talk to says I shouldn't until I have a lower handicap. Advice.
Agreed.
That's great advice. Do not mess around with blades. If anything, you can get like the game improvement, or not. Don't get the game improvement irons. I'm sorry. Get like the ones in between. I don't know what they're called, but like the Apex Pros that Mike's playing, or even the TaylorMade 770s that I have. I think those are irons that probably single-digit handicaps, low single-digit handicappers should be playing. But I think even if you're kind of higher than that, if you're in the 8, 9, 10 range, those are actually not bad ones for you to use, because my opinion on those types of irons is that you're going to have much better distance control. I hate game improvement irons because you could shoot something 30 yards, past where you would hit it if it was a slight miss hit. Whereas I think with some of the irons that we play, we don't have those huge, flyer type shots, or when the chunks are chunky, they're kind of like 7 yards shorter. So I think go with something like that, try it out, see how it works, and yeah, but don't play blades. Those are too tough. You're gonna make it miserable.
So someone said, let's see 67 from the whites. All right, if you guys really want it.
Yeah, no problem.
We can totally do it. It's a whole nother ball game. I don't think you guys truly understand. The courses that we're playing are 72 to 7,500 yards.
Yeah.
It's longer than some of the pro courses, and on top of it, we're carrying equipment, we're running around, we're doing all the things that, trying to keep up with pace of play. Justin's a little bit of a methodical player, so we got to speed up our play in order to kind of keep up with pace of play. So if it's just Marco and I, it's a little bit easier, but
yeah, if Mike and I go out there and play white tees at RBN, we'll be shooting under par. It's pretty much guaranteed. So yeah. I mean, it's hard to really convey how big of a difference it is. And like Mike said, when we're playing with 2 other people, whether it's Brian and Justin or Paris and someone else, the whole group plays slower, as a whole. So we have the pressure of people hitting up on us or wanting to go through, or a marshal coming out having to talk with us, which happens. So to compensate for that slow pace, Mike and I usually rush our shots, and we start making mistakes. And the putts look terrible because we didn't even read them. We just put the camera down, we run back. I asked Mike to read the putt from the other end while he's standing behind the camera, and we rush through some of the routines. But if you guys want to see a lower round, we'll go out there, play me and him, afternoon round.
Yeah, we'll focus tees, up. Yeah,
we'll tear that place up.
Yeah,
guaranteed.
I mean, to be honest, like I haven't had a practice swing or a putt in the last year. So, if we went out there and focused on our game and we were playing for something competitively, it's a whole nother ball game. So we should do it.
Yeah, we're getting fired up on it. I love it.
It's like I can shoot 67 from the whites, no problem.
Played a tournament in Pinehurst. First day, shot 75. Got beat by leader by 11. Dang, Garrett, dude, that is rough, man. Keep grinding. I mean, someone can go that low any day of the week, and that's the reality of golf. It's just if you're on, you're on.
Yeah, anybody can be beaten at any time in the game of golf. That's just the way that it is.
Here's a challenge for you. Los Serenos South. Course Jack's Blacks. It sounds brutal if it's Jack's. I'm sure it's not going to be easy. Sorry, Mike. I'm going to make this a little bit easier to read.
Have we ever played in Hawaii, and would you recommend making a trip? Yes, I've played Kapalua. It is amazing. We are going to be out there in a couple weeks. We're going to go play it. We're going to film it. We're going to bring it to you guys. It's going to be the most epic video you have ever seen. It's beautiful out there. Seriously, it's like heaven.
If anyone lives in Hawaii and has some drone shots of Kapalua, please get in touch with me. I plan to film it, but just because the weather can be so unpredictable out there, I'd love to just license it from someone. So if you guys do have it, just hit us up, golfholics.com, contact form. Thank you.
Your biggest fan from Belgium is in the house. You guys make pure golf propaganda in a good way. Nice. Awesome.
Belgium's looking strong in the World Cup too. Love me some Belgium. James said, congrats boys on growth of the channel. You'll soon be at 100K. Thank you, James. I hope so, man. This channel's been growing well, and we want to take it to that next level. for a lot of reasons. I mean, I think there's just different things we want to do, like the new addition to the channel, the clothing line. We want to just really take this thing up a notch and give you guys even more content on a consistent basis. So yeah, I appreciate all the support.
And those of you that are new to the channel, just a quick update. We did partner up with the SCGA, so we are going to be doing a lot of member guest outings with them. We're going to continue to try and grow the channel with their support, and then hopefully with Callaway, with the fitting and everything else, we can hopefully get something going with them too, and be a full-time gig with Callaway.
Mike Hopper said last couple matches against the girls is a reason enough to focus up.
What did he say?
Last couple matches against the girls is reason enough to focus up.
Yeah, I mean, more importantly, our job is to video and get the right shots at the right angles and get all the footage proper. So our games kind of play a second to that. You know, it seems like we kind of do a majority of the work when it comes to filming, and you know, the girls have it pretty easy. They kind of just go out there, get lined up, and hit the shot, and you know, we're basically running around doing everything. And
yeah, I mean, for us to bring the videos the way they are to you guys, we have to do that. You know, we have to have we man the cameras on the greens. We describe where the shots are at. Same thing on the tee boxes, giving the whole reviews. While you know, the other players have the time to read their putts and kind of take some practice swings. So it's different for us, but we're okay with that. I want you guys to think that we're complaining about it. It's just that it's hard to really play your best when you're doing all these things. And
so we're going to shoot 77, 78 sometimes. That's just the way that goes.
The way it is.
And we're okay with it. It's not about how well we play, even though we really want to play well. Ultimately, it's just getting that footage out to you guys in a great fashion that everybody loves. And you know, Marco does such a great job at editing everything, so it makes his job a lot easier when we get the proper shots, and makes it easier for him to edit everything.
Have you guys ever played in Canada, or what is golf like in Serbia? Well, I'll tell you what golf like in Serbia. It's almost non-existent, but there is a golf course. It's like a little immunity course in Belgrade. I actually played it with my wife when we went out there, like, I don't know, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and it was a dog track. I mean, it was in bad shape, and but at least they had something there. It's the only cool part about it is it's right next to a body of water. They have like a little lake out there, and it's literally right next to it, and you're kind of just in the middle of nature. So it was fun in that regard, but it's not, you know, the course itself isn't anything to brag about.
Ryan just asked, when are we going to see a Paris Claire vlog? Probably soon. We'll set something up in the next couple weeks, hopefully. And you know, Paris just played in the USGA qualifier. She missed it by 1, shot 72, so it was kind of a bummer. But you know, good experience for her, and she's been playing really well. She's getting ready for Q school, so make sure you guys send her some love and wish her luck.
Ryan said, a challenge for you guys: if you come back to Pebble, you should play bayonet from the tips. It will kick your butt.
Well, we played some tough courses, and bayonet is a toughie, but I don't think it's any rougher than, you know, Atlanta Athletic Club or
than Cog Hill from
Cog
the
Hill.
tips.
Oh my God. Cog Hill from the
dude, they told us when we played Cog Hill in Chicago, we didn't film it. This was like before we started the channel. The guy told us, the caddy or whoever, the starter, he was like, they moved, what was it, the BMW tournament? They moved it from there because the players were complaining it was too hard, the course, from the tips. He was like, no one plays it from the tips anymore. We'll get like maybe, you know, 1 round every couple weeks from the tips.
Yeah, they said basically 10 out of 1,000 people might play the tips. Yeah. So it's, you know, it's a great course, don't get me wrong, but all the way back. And I mean, for those of you that have ever played out in on those courses, it's really soft, it's really long, the air is heavy, so it feels like it's another couple 100 yards further. So they did switch the BMW, like Marco mentioned, to Conway Farms, which we did play. We didn't film that one either. That was basically our first trip.
I'm gonna find that video.
It's a pretty good
I'm gonna post
vid.
it in the comments so you guys can check it out.
Oh man, this was right when we first started. This was our very first video before we did anything, or Marco's first video.
This was on my personal channel, which please don't go there. I have nothing good. It's just old stuff. But you guys can at least check out this video, and I think you'll appreciate, you know, how far we've come.
It's got 2,500 views.
Please don't make any comments. I've gained some weight since then too, so I don't want to hear it. Okay, been eating good. All right, there you go. I just dropped it in the comments. So
and you're welcome.
Check it out. Ever played Aviara? We did. We just did a video on Aviara, so check it out. I was with the ladies. Turned out really good.
Derek said, come up and play Chambers Bay 2015 US Open. Didn't do it justice. Yeah, I agree. Chambers Bay does look like a sweet golf course.
Yeah.
I would definitely like to make a trip out there and check it out.
Let's see. Putt-putt golf course vlog. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Who's better, Paris or Lisa? Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
They're both really good golfers. I'm going to say it's a tie. We'll see how they do at Q School, see how far they make it, and hopefully they go all the way. Golfholics Snapchat. What do you guys think about that?
Too much social media, guy. Yeah, I can't manage anything else at this point. It's too much.
Instagram more at the range. Yeah, we could do that. That's not too hard for us.
Yeah, Michael Wang said, suggestion to build a bigger subscription base. Love the full 20-minute videos, but you could do a shorter challenge videos every now and then. Casual viewers are more inclined to click on those. Totally agree with you 100%. I think those are the videos that really, can kind of spread virally a little bit more, and then like you said, it's just easier to consume. 5, 6, 7 minutes.
Let's do like a flop challenge or something challenge, and we could do something fun. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it just comes down to time. We're both pretty busy, and so we could do some challenges.
There's that.
No, I'm down.
All right, your flop game is pretty good.
It just takes more organization. I mean, you know how it is. Like,
I know.
It's like, how do you film it? The angles. It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
You just got to put some more thought into it.
All right. When's the Pelican Hill vlog going to come out? Probably in about 2 or 3 weeks.
Yep.
Yes, number 3 on the list. All right.
All right. Are we good?
Yeah. Okay.
Someone said it's definitely Mike's favorite shirt. I'm not gonna front. I bit his style and bought the same shirt.
I know, I've got like all the colors in this shirt, so that's how it goes.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna shut it down right here. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the live stream. Again, the Golfholics tourney is July 16th. It's a Monday. Please, if you can make it, click that link down there, sign up. We already got about 50 people, so we're gonna hit the number. It's definitely happening. It's for all levels, so it doesn't matter what your handicap is. It's gonna be a scramble format. It's gonna be super fun. And Mike and I are gonna be cruising around and hitting shots with everyone. So if you come out, you're definitely gonna get to meet us, and we're gonna get to hit some shots together and talk a little smack, maybe take $5 off of you. So bring your wallet.
Yeah, and also, check us out on Instagram for all the behind the scenes stuff that we do. It's pretty cool. Yeah. We're getting a little more user out of that, and hopefully you guys are having a great 4th of July, and make sure you guys are safe tomorrow, and get out there and play.
All right, guys, we'll see you for the next one. Later.